I hate this. I sound so sick.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't want to hear my voice.
Trigger warning, we're sick. So
Yeah,
if
that's
you
why
catch
it's
me
the sick
mouth
episode.
breathing, don't.
I
click
know.
it.
Literally last
Click
night, I
it.
was trying so hard not to mouth breathe, and I'm like, I have
Like
to.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah,
I'm gonna die.
I was trying so hard to breathe through my
Literally.
nose, and I was like, it literally won't work.
That's me in class.
It's like I can breathe in but not out. Like I can take a, but then I can't.
Yeah,
like that was what I was struggling. Like I was forcefully breathing last night.
Yes, no, breathing manually.
Yeah,
Oh god.
And then I'm like, well, now I can't sleep because I'm really concentrated.
Literally.
On
like
breathing.
now, like if I sleep, I'll die.
Now that you said that, like I do have to mouth breathe.
Yeah, so don't clip us, guys. And like in class, I was like trying not to cough.
Oh,
but then it's like a really small class.
I
everyone
literally
knew it
was
me.
I wrote like a piece about this, and I was like writing, I'm always sick in college. Like I'm always that girl sniffing during the midterm because I am. And I'm always the girl coughing.
I feel bad because like 2 weeks ago in that same class, there was another girl and she was sitting like behind me and she was coughing, and I was like, ew.
I always get so annoyed. Like I'm like, don't come to lecture.
But like she probably got me sick.
True.
Like she was coughing on me.
That is true. Yeah, there was this girl that sat in front of me and she coughed so loud and so often. And then I was like, oh my god, like why are we coming to school? And then I
literally
I started thinking about it and I was like, no,
like I gotta go.
That was my class where 50% of the grade was attendance.
Literally. And it's
so I was like, actually you have to be here.
Yeah, it's also like I'm sure if I emailed my professor and told her I was sick and couldn't go, she would have been like, that's fine. But like I get such FOMO, especially about missing class.
Oh my god,
because
I get FOMO
also
about
like if we had a Discord, or maybe if I had like an actually like good friend that I knew and trusted in that class, I would maybe, because then I could get notes from them.
But still, I could only miss like one or two.
Yeah,
because even missing like if it's a Tuesday Thursday, missing both Tuesday and Thursday,
that's a whole week.
I'm
exactly. And even like missing today, like I don't know, like we watched a movie and like we're only watching it today.
Yeah.
So like I would have had to like somehow find that on my own.
And then they would like post it because it was like still kind of COVID-y. So they couldn't be too mad if you were sick. Yeah. So then they would post the movie and then I would be like, I'm not watching this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna sit at home for 50 minutes and watch this.
Like, I don't know, my professor, like, she gives us like all her commentary is like stuff she's gonna ask us about for like papers and discussion posts. So it's like if I miss class, like I'm not gonna get her commentary and I'm just gonna have to like think on my own, which is like fine, but like a lot harder to do. Like I'd rather her spell it out for me and hold my hand and like tell me gently like what's happening, and I'll be like, yes, you're so right, you're so smart. School. Yeah, literally.
That's why I hate a big lecture. No one's helping you.
No, exactly.
And they don't even know who you are. It's like I'm in your class. They're like, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. When I went to Trader Joe's today, I like saw her in the parking lot, but I didn't want to like scare her and be like, hey, because
I forgot that I was going to give you guys an intro. We got too into us being sick because we are sick, if you couldn't tell.
Yes.
I swear I don't normally sound like this. I swear.
Yeah.
If this is your first ever episode, please, I swear I'm not normally ugly and I don't normally sound like this. Please. Anyways, if you're watching us on TikTok, this is our first time that we're uploading on TikTok like this much. Normally we just put a little clip and then we're like, go check the video, but wrong. Today we're gonna be a TikTok podcast. We've become a TikTok podcast. Just for fun. This might be the only time we do this.
We'll see. It's a social experiment. Camera's right there.
Say that. I literally was gonna wite social experiment, right?
No, literally, because it is.
Because it is. Like I just like we're just kind of curious. I've never seen a whole podcast on TikTok, but also we were just talking about that we watch like all of a movie on TikTok.
Yeah, I think it's like this is genre breaking though, because the movies it's always like 1 minute clips and they break them up. This we're gonna just like
we're just giving you 30
like
minutes,
the whole chunk.
Because like I would have been a senior this year, so it's like all my friends are still in school. Yeah. So then it's like I got a lot of mutuals, and I just love to stir something up. True. Because it just doesn't affect me.
I know. Yeah.
Like I'm not there, so it's like I'm not gonna see you on Monday.
You're like setting fires and like running away, like dead ass,
and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
So it's like all I do is
it's nice when there's no consequences. Yeah.
True. And I'm about to move away, so none of you will ever see me
double
again.
Homicide.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
The other day I sent Kayla a TikTok that was like this girl in high school like walking next to her ex.
Oh my god!
And it was what was the
and
song?
she was singing like, "We don't talk anymore."
And all the comments were hating, and I thought it was so funny.
No, I thought that was funny too.
Kayla would like this.
Because it's also like, girl, you're like they're graduating the next day.
Yeah,
like
she was
of
like, "Yeah, my
course.
ex is graduating in 2 days, so I'm trolling him." And then it was that, and all the comments were like, "Why do people think this is funny?" And I was like, "I thought this was funny. Like we would have done that."
No.
And then I was like, I referenced a moment that we had.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, we should have never let that go. We should have. Like, it was
like we talked about it for years and laughed for hours right after.
We literally like cried laughing.
No, because that was like actually like after the incident, I like had to go to class and like I couldn't focus. I was like, no way that just happened.
I remember I like
texting Harper 5 minutes later.
My class got out, and then I was studying with Kayla.
Yeah,
and
during
then like we had a run in with an op, and it was really funny. And then I walked Kayla to her class, and I was like dying the whole time.
Literally.
Like I was like, I literally can't go home. Like,
we need to start giving people like names.
We do,
so that like the listeners like who aren't for real, they can like keep the character straight.
That is true, because I don't want to. I just also don't want to give them ego. Like I don't want them thinking that we care. Like it's like we're just making fun of you.
This is just a PSA for anyone out there. If I talk about you negatively, yes, obviously I still think about you. You traumatized me deeply. How can I let that go?
That's actually so true.
Secondly,
well, men always take like their name in your mouth as like you're obsessed with them. And I'm like, if I was obsessed with you, I would never talk about you.
Yeah.
Because if I had a crush on you, I'm never saying your name out loud. Because I'm embarrassed.
Literally. But also, like, guys, I'm a Cancer. Like, I can't let anything go.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why it's petty. Pretty and petty. Hello. Name of the game.
And, like, yeah. I don't know. Like, do I care about you? No. Well, I don't know. Like, they take up space in my mind because I'm, like, actively manifesting and wishing them, like, the worst. So, like, if that's caring, then I care. I don't care about you, baby.
I don't feel this way, but when I see them in person, I do actively like run away. Like I want.
Oh, me too. If I saw any of the ops,
like I want them to know I saw you and actively ran away. And like I don't want to be like, I hope they don't see me. I want them to see me. Yeah. And then just watch me go.
Yeah, literally. or it's like, I don't know. I always like am like, I want my moment where I'm like, I don't know, like just like something embarrassing's happening to them, but then like I'm slaying and like we're there in the same time.
Oh my god!
But I just think that's like so unrealistic.
In high school, anytime I was like in a talking stage with a boy, meaning like we Snapchatted each other, I was like, oh my god! Like whenever we'd go places, like we'd go to like the Denny's or something. You know, like we had like every high school has like
the
their
hot spots.
Yeah, where it's like gonna run into people, and I'm like, oh my god! I hope I see blah blah blah. Like while I'm with blah blah blah. Like you know, like I'm like I want them to know I'm up. Like
it's crazy because like things haven't changed because in college there's all these hotspots, and tell me why every time I decide to go to one, I always see someone, and it's
why I don't
always
go to the
like
hotspots.
Yeah, but sometimes like
sometimes we have to.
The hotspots are hot for a reason, though. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's my favorite bar.
Like. I'm talking, favorite bar. It's like, girl, we knew that was gonna happen, but it's like, I'm in DJ. Why are you?
Oh yeah,
like you know what I mean.
That kind of stuff makes me mad.
Yeah.
Or like we were at the mall and it's like it wasn't an op, but like we were just at like Macy's at the mall.
Yeah,
and we saw a girl I knew, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like it's just like so wow.
And it just makes me mad because I see foe more than friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I saw friends, I know
I'm like never running into my friends.
That's what I'm saying. It's for every 5 foes, I see 1 friend.
Yeah.
And that's like I'm not sure with that ratio.
It's never even like someone exciting. Like even the girl I knew, it wasn't even like
it was just like a whatever.
It was just like it's cool like that you're also
I could have lived my life with this not happening.
Yeah, it would have been awesome if it was like a rekindling. Or like when I'm back in the hometown, it's like I just see someone that went to my high school, and it's like, do you say hi?
Yeah, I don't. Guys, let me know the etiquette because I'm moving back after. True. So let me know.
It's like I just remember distinctly like going to Target one time with my mom and just seeing some boy that like went to all of my schools, like elementary, middle, and high school, and then it's like, but we're not friends.
See, it's crazy because
so it's like I think I just said hi and like kept walking.
Yeah,
it's like we were gonna like walk into each other. I had to say hi.
Yeah.
Come on now, but it's like it wasn't like exciting. It was kind of scary.
My mom like always tells me that she'll see people from like elementary school.
Oh yeah, my mom does.
And then then she'll be like, and I chatted them up, and I'm like, why?
I can't imagine your mom chatting someone up.
My mom, like, yeah, it's cause like I don't know, people like for my elementary school, they used to like go to her work because she works at like a doctor's office, and I guess they like have that insurance and go there, and then she'll just update me about like someone that I literally do not gaff about, have not thought about.
Does
but then
your mom do the thing where she's like, so how's this person? And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
how's your best friend from 5th
like,
grade?
That's more my dad, because my mom's like up to date, but my dad will just like bring up like some girl and he'll be like, you still friends? And I'm like,
yeah,
no.
My mom will be like, oh, I saw like this girl you were friends with in 8th grade on TikTok. Like, how is she? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, literally.
Like, why would I know? And she's like, where does she go to school? And it's like, I guess I could go to her LinkedIn and find out.
No, literally.
But it's like, why do you care?
No, yeah, they're so nosy.
Like, I have no idea where she goes to school.
Yeah,
like,
girl, I don't know.
Or like, oh, is she graduating this year? Probably.
Like, ask her.
Yeah,
ask her yourself.
slide into her
Damn,
DMs,
you want to
like,
know so bad?
I have no idea what they're doing.
No, literally. And why would I?
And why does she care? Focus on your own friends. Why are you so hung up on mine?
You know. A demure cough.
Demure, yeah.
Mine are so nasty. The other day,
I haven't really been having them yet, but I think it's still up here, and tomorrow it might be down here.
It'll all like.
That's why. Thank God I found my inhaler.
Oh God, no! Literally, when I was like wheezing, manually breathing at night, I was like, I need the iron lung. Like, damn, hook me up. Like,
no, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time I had a really bad sickness, and it ended with just having a cough for like a month, and my dad is a doctor and he prescribed me an inhaler, and like now I just hit that.
Yeah,
and, like, it's awesome.
I think I need
not like
to,
that,
like...
guys. Not like that. If I have a cough, I will hit it, and like it fixes all my problems.
Yeah, I think I need to like because nicotine is water soluble. And it's like all up in my lungs, so I feel like if I just like drowned and inhaled like a lot of water and like coughed it all out, like I think that would cure me.
That's why they make like that tea.
Yeah, I have it, but it's like you have to be able to like cough up phlegm, and like that's not really a skill I've like honed in on.
True, I hate doing
it. Only like I can never do it on purpose. It only happens accident where I cough and then phlegm comes out, and then I'll spit it out, I guess, because I'm not gonna like eat that. But like I'm not like my dad where he's just like and then like shit comes out. Like I can't do that.
Trigger warning, icky episode.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yucky
gross.
episode.
Yeah.
We're
gross bodily fluid. Like
dang it. Okay, I'm moving on from us being sick because we haven't given our recap and we haven't hung out in a long time.
Yeah,
but basically,
I know you left me because you love your mom.
I do. I went home for Mother's Day. Wow, God forbid a girl goes home for Mother's Day. Everyone was flaming me.
What about me?
Everyone was like, I want to hang out with you. Oh, okay.
I'm a mom.
Let's not manifest that.
No, literally, God, please don't. I'm so not ready.
No, not
I don't know if I'll ever be ready.
Do it soon.
Yeah.
Okay, basically, guys, on Thursday, I threw a party.
Oh,
and it was super lit. It was super lit, and I made a really cool vlog, and if you don't follow me on YouTube,
where like I super spread and got Harper sick.
This is true. Kayla did get me sick at my party, but I was like, if you don't come, you hate me. So
no, literally,
it's like my own fault.
I was like calling her to like soft launch like me being sick.
I know.
Like I had a midterm.
Like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna be late, and I was like, no, you're not. You're coming on time.
And then I was like, okay, I'm coming on time.
And you're staying the whole time.
Got my sick ass there. Yeah.
And period. She did. I know. I hope none of my other friends are sick because it's also my fault. If
I mean, yeah, but it's like I didn't eat the charcuterie on purpose because I was like, I don't want to be touching stuff. And then like I had like that one drink in that one glass that Alana made me, and that was it.
And I did drink it.
Yeah.
So that's my own bad.
No one like there's nothing to hit. So like I feel like everyone else like is good.
And I think we probably interacted the most, and like you and Landon. But I don't think like other people were with you.
I hope baby girl's not sick.
Yeah, true. I also have to return the thing he let me borrow.
Oh. Let's hang out.
Shout out Landon. Yeah. I know. Once we recover from our illness, we'll be hitting you up, Landon.
Yes.
We'll hang out with you.
Don't worry, you'll get your dongle back.
What else have I done this week? Oh yeah, and then I went home for Mother's Day, and I was sick the whole time, so that was pretty much a flop. And I went to, my cousin is a swimmer, shout out my cousin, and she did CIFs, and she did really good, actually. She popped off.
I saw.
Yeah, she's a queen.
Is she she's junior, right?
She's junior, okay, yeah. So she's thinking about colleges, all this stuff. She's like super close to like all her records and stuff.
Dang.
So next year, I guess, she'll be popping off.
Yes.
And then we had Mother's Day, and I was like kind of sick during the whole thing, so it was kind of lame, but I love free food.
True.
Shout out free food. Love hanging out with the fam. No drama. I feel like that was it. That's it.
Wholesome weekend.
Yeah, I had a wholesome weekend, I think. I don't think I really did anything. But my biggest issue is I'm kind of allergic to my brother's dog. And I was already sick, and my brother's dog was there.
Yeah.
So that was, like, the worst,
It's like when you're sick, and then, like, you can't breathe, and add itchy throat, like, girl.
And I just felt so blah, and then my brother was there, and he just kept bullying me. And I was like, I can't do this while I'm sick. Like, if I was, like, not sick, I wouldn't care that you're bullying me. Literally. But I, like, literally just, like, walked away from our conversation because he was just being mean.
I liked him when he was here for, like, your party.
My brother
Thursday,
came to our party, and it was so funny. I know. Yeah, I like hanging out with my brother, except for when he's mean. I hate that guy.
Yeah, he's alright.
He's alright, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
I went to Harper's party. Woo! Duh. Literally.
Watch the vlog.
Yeah, watch her yummy little video. Yeah. It was pretty good. I had so much fun. Despite being sick, like, I only had one drink, and then I went home, and then I, like, took medicine, and then I was, like, coughing so hard that I threw up. But I don't even think it's, like, the alk. I think it was just, like, coughing, activated gag reflex. Yeah. Activated, like,
I was literally drunk on Thursday from the hours of 7 until midnight.
I know, which is crazy. And see, okay, that's something I have questions about for people who can be drunk for long periods of time.
I didn't even
How? Because I know, like, you kind of clocked me where you're like, you drink bad and wrong because you always aim for peak drunkenness all the time. But it's like,
well, this is why I've always said I prefer a party, is because a party's so much of a chill vibe where I'm not aiming to get drunk. I just do. Because I'm like, oh, I want to be holding a drink. Yeah. Or like someone wants to take a shot, so I'll take a shot. Like, you know, it's like way more chill. But then it's like when I pregame, the reason I'm like too drunk is because like we're like, we have to get drunk so we can go to this party or go to this like bar,
which
go
is a
to
toxic
whatever.
Mindset. We know.
But then it's like,
but guys,
so then
like,
we're just taking shots back to back to back, and then you get to the bar and it's like, whoa, I'm so drunk. And then obviously you get a drink at the bar, and then all of a sudden, like, you'll be sober, and you never get sober, and then you have to yak.
Yeah. See, my other issue is, like, I can never recognize when I'm at, like, a good level, because to me, good level is, like, borderline of, like, no return, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, because, like, there will be times where I'll be like, I don't feel drunk, and then it's like, but you are, I
think that's the problem, is like thinking about it, because every time I have a party, I'm not thinking like, am I drunk?
Yeah.
But it's like, if I'm having a bad time somewhere, I will be thinking about that.
No, exactly.
Like, I'll be like, I'm too sober to be here. Maybe if I just drink a little.
Because, like, the last time I went out with you after our, like, Spaghetti Factory date, like, literally, I was like, I'm not drunk. I was so drunk.
Yeah.
Like, I did so many things that I didn't, like, remember doing. Yeah. And then I was just like, but in the moment, I was like, I don't know, in denial.
That's
why
I'm kind of done with my going out era for right now, just because I don't care. And I think also just because from being sick.
Yeah.
But I was like, I think for a while, especially when you're first 21, that's like so classic of like, I just want to get drunk.
Exactly.
Like, it's not like I want to go anywhere. It's like, I just want to get drunk. But then when I had my party, it was like, I just want to hang out with all my friends. And I just got drunk because my friend was bartending.
Yes. The drinks were so delicious.
Champagne.
Shout out Alana.
Like, I just drank a lot of stuff. And then I was real drunk. But then I just went to bed at midnight and it was great.
I know. Love that.
Just crashed.
Yeah.
Good night.
She was gonna turn into a pumpkin. She had to.
I was. It was such an eventful night, and I ate Taco Bell.
Wow. It's always a good night when there's Taco Bell.
What a delicious time, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I was sick.
Yeah.
Side eye.
Wonder how that could happen.
Okay, what'd you do this weekend? Just be
literally,
sick?
yeah, I just rotted. Dang, and I had to take care of myself because my boyfriend freaking left me because he loves his mom more than me. That's toxic, no? I'm your future. That's your past.
Whoa.
No tea, no shade, Modi. I'm sorry. I
It's
love
a
you
joke.
too.
It's a joke.
I
It's a
love you
joke.
too. No, she's actually like the best. Like I do love his mom
Aw,
too.
That's really cute.
She's like, I don't know. I just think like not me glazing my own boyfriend, but like he was just raised like really well.
yeah.
And like I just think like he grew up in Bakersfield. There was like a lot that could have gone wrong, but it never did because his parents are goated. Like he told me how when he was little he called something gay one time, and then his dad was like yelling at him, being like, "Never say that again. That is so awful." And I was like, "Period. Like, why are your parents progressive?
Like,
and why do they know
that where it's like things I'm teaching my kid or like blah 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 blah?" And then I was like, "See, like." There's just so many people that if they were just taught this stuff.
No, literally.
Like, period.
Literally. Because, yeah, like, how did you combat all the bigotry that was supposed to be, like,
I don't know
thrown
how
upon
my
you?
family isn't like that because no one was ever telling us not to say those things.
Oh. I don't know.
Like, no one ever taught us to be good, but it's like...
I also think it's just, like, who you're surrounding yourself with.
That's true.
Like, there's a lot of racism in Bakersfield. You know what I mean? It's going to be a bit more, like, ooh.
Things like that just warm my heart. But, like,
yeah.
the people being like, what I teach my son, what I teach my daughter, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like...
But also, that's why I'm terrified to be, like, a parent.
This is valid.
Because, yeah, it's, like, you're, like... your kids' faults, like that is your fault. Like they're low key like blank canvas.
I don't know. To
like I don't think like it's not always gonna be your fault, but I just think a lot is like because of you. Because obviously they're going to be thrown in situations that you can't expect, but it's like how they deal with it is on you.
True.
You're
but then it's like some people just suck and then they hate their moms and like their moms are lit.
That's true.
And it's
that is
like,
also true.
I guess their mom just did a bad job of like parenting them. So now they just hate them instead of like listen to what they had to say.
Yeah.
But I think like some kids are just like that.
That's
because like when my mom yelled at me, I cared that she was mad. And some people are like don't care that their mom's mad at them.
That's true.
Like they're just like whatever.
But I feel like there's a reason they don't care. Like the boys that are like shut up mom and yelling at their mom. Like I think there's a reason that they treat their mom like that. It just seems so
crazy. I know.
Yeah. Like,
I blame their dad.
Not saying it's like the mom's fault, but it's just like
I agree.
Clearly something happened there for them to like treat their mother like this.
True.
Yeah.
I want to watch like a movie about this.
Oh my gosh.
Like I feel like there needs to be more like parental analysis in movies.
Yes.
The parents are often small roles.
Like, how do parents learn how to parent? Like, do they read books or are they just winging it?
Oh my God. When I was home, my mom, like, pulled out our baby books and they have, like, what was going on, blah, 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 blah. Like, what I was listening to, like, what movies were hit. And it said, like, what books we were reading. And in, I think it was Hayden's, maybe Cole's, one of my older brothers, like, it said, like what books we were reading, and she wrote, "This is the age of the internet." Like I have all I need at my fingertips.
Oh,
and I was like, okay, Kristen.
Yeah.
Like,
damn, she was feeling it.
She was like, I'm Googling
the new wave. Yeah,
she said, I don't need a book. And I was like, okay, cool.
I love that. It was the times. It was the times.
Also, I sent her a TikTok today of like just some product that I was like, she needs this, and she responded, "Need." A queen.
She's with the times.
She's so with the times.
No, I love Kristen.
She always steals my.
See, Kristen's also like another example of like a good mother.
This is true.
Like,
she's awesome.
She raised like 2 genuinely good sons. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, because I think that's the real challenge. There are like, I mean, I don't want to say like obviously people of all genders suck. Duh.
That's true.
But it's just like. I just think men, there's like a lot that can go wrong.
I think it's like especially boys. Like I think especially like young girls aren't as problematic as like women. You know, like I think like women are problematic older and boys are problematic young too. Like, you know, I don't think girls are as problematic as kids.
Yeah. I don't know. Is this sexist?
Maybe
guys?
that's wrong, but that's from our own perception of the world. Yeah. I've just like never observed girls being problems in classes.
Yes, I agree. Like your brothers are just like really respectful. And I like the way they talk to your mom. I like the way they talk to me. I like the way they talk to you. Like, I like how Cole treats his girlfriend. Like, I just think, like, good job, Kristen.
And it's so, like,
that's
so bare minimum.
It is so bare minimum.
I know, but it's sad to even have noticed that.
No, literally,
like, I wouldn't have noticed, like, oh, their brother is nice to me. Because, like, they better be. Like,
that's so true.
Like, what do you mean?
You better not be a weirdo.
Yeah, why would you be weird to like my friends? Like, that'd
unfortunately,
be weird.
that has happened.
No,
like,
that's really real.
Like my other friend's brother, in this day and age, like he's doing a lot wrong.
Dang.
Yeah, so
I know.
I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely have perceived some of my friends' brothers just being little creeps.
Yeah,
but like I just
or
like
just,
didn't really perceive it until older.
Yeah.
And
it's when you
like,
reflect back.
Yeah,
it's just like, what are you doing?
What were they doing?
Yeah, exactly.
No one was clocking their tea.
No, literally. But
I think also like having multiple siblings is so good for your development because people are always clocking your tea.
True. I also just like, I'm so grateful that I have a sister, just because like this is like really dark, but like, oh my god, when your parents die, like imagine having to deal with that on your own.
I know.
Like that's so sad.
Hopefully like only child, like they're married by then.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, that's so real.
No, literally. Yeah. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That would suck. And it's also just like, I don't know. The bond I have with my sister, it's like uncomparable. Like she's not like my friend. She's like my sister. Like I don't really know how to explain it other than that.
That's so real.
Like, cause even my friends who are like younger, and I'm like, oh, it's like you're my sister, like you're my child.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. No.
I know. I feel that way about a lot of my younger siblings. Okay, TikTok. This is all you get. And now, if you want to watch the rest, you have to go to our YouTube video.
Yes,
we're back.
Yes.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. If you've never been here before, and if this is the middle of the YouTube video, you're probably so confused.
Yeah. Well, you saw the intro, so
sure,
you know.
You did see the intro. Sorry.
And you saw the last clip, so
you know what? You guys know what's going on. You guys are smart.
They don't need the recap.
The Pretty and Petty listeners are geniuses. Actually,
dumb.
Only smart people listen to us. Okay,
and
I think
hot people.
We so true. I think we should move on to our segments. And so, if you haven't watched before, if you came from TikTok, every week we talk about things we're hyper fixated on and our crash outs.
Yes,
because for fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no reason.
It's just our personal bits.
That's just our personal bits. And like sometimes they're really simple and sometimes they're crazy.
True.
And sometimes it takes another 30 minutes to talk about.
Honestly,
and sometimes they're just little quirky comments.
They're chill. Yeah. We'll see.
What should we start with? Crash out?
Yeah.
Okay, I can go first. My crash out is kind of already talked about, but it's Kayla getting me sick. But like I said, it was kind of my own fault.
She was asking for
I was kind of asking for it. I really wanted her to come to my party, but it's like on top of that, I have so much going on this week, and normally I just do nothing. Like I just kind of rot and like work on my little things on my computer. But this week I have a lot going on because it's like my friend's birthday and I have plans with someone else and I have to go to LA on Saturday. And then I have like a thing on Saturday night and it's like, oh my God, I can't be sick
doing
for
a
this.
lot.
So hopefully I recover. So let's hope. And then my other crash out is kind of like a real crash out is I'm having another crisis. Because now that like school is becoming real, for context guys, I'm going to grad school in the fall.
Yes.
And like I've accepted the fact that I'm going to be in debt. And I'm like, I'm over that hill of like, my original crash out was like, I can't go to school anymore. It's going to be so expensive. Now I'm just like, whatever. I'll just be in debt.
No,
it's
literally.
fine.
Yeah.
But now my crisis is like, I have had this time off of school and I thought, oh, I'm never going to want to go back. Wrong. I do want to go back. But at the same time, I don't want a big girl job. Like I can't envision myself not being like an artist or like a creative of sorts. And like now, like during my time off, I've learned to play guitar. I've gotten more into painting. I've done all this other stuff. And I'm just like, oh my God, like we started a YouTube channel.
No, literally.
I was like, wait, but I just like want to be like, like I don't want to like work for the government. So I was like, uh-oh. So then I'm like, am I going to like be in debt and then like not even go into the field?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, am I going to like take out all these student loans and then go to school for 2 more years and have a great time because I love studying. But then I'm like, I can't do that. No, I'm like, I can't do that. Like I want to like write little songs on my guitar and like post podcast videos.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather just work another part-time job.
That's
like
how
I don't want
feel.
a real girl job. Like I want
exactly
to like I'll like be a barista and like be writing a screenplay. Like you know, like I don't want to like be having a 9 to 5.
You can make it big though, doing your little like hobbies.
Maybe.
But okay, that's also my thing. I feel like if my big girl job was like the things I genuinely like doing, would that ruin it? I think
That's
it
true.
would
I think
for
about that
me.
too. Well, because I also thought about, like, if you guys don't know, I started a blog, and that was kind of why we had our party, because we had, like, our launch party of our blog. And so I was like, I could be Carrie Bradshaw. Like, I could write, like, columns and stuff. And that's always been, like, a thing I've been wanting to do. And I thought about studying journalism in grad school as well. But then I was like, I just don't think I could do that forever. I think I like it now because it's like I'm doing it in my free time. Yeah. Like, I don't think I could be paid to have to go do it every single day. Like, you can't just write all the time.
No, I agree. So it's like, I agree, because all the things I like doing, I like doing it because I'm doing it on my, like, own time. Yeah. That's why I was having a similar crisis, because it's obviously, like, I want to love what I do for a living, but also, like, one of my old coworkers, they were like, I like to cook as a hobby in my free time, and now that I have to cook at work, I don't want to go home and cook for myself. Yeah,
I've heard that from a lot of chefs.
Then I'm just like, yeah, it, like, that did just ruin it, like, cooking for you, and you loved cooking. So I'm just like, damn.
I think it's like, it's a pretty, like, privileged perspective for us to be like, oh, like, we don't want to have, like, a job, you know? But it's like, also, like, I feel like if I just, like, go into all this debt and, like, get 2 degrees and, like, do all this, it's like, it's such a waste of my money and, like, potential to just, like, do a part-time job, even though, like, that's all I want. Like, I just want to, like, live in my apartment with my roommates for a little bit longer. No, literally. Like, I don't need to be making, like, 6 figures.
Yeah, no.
I don't need to be doing that right now. And, like, also just the thought of, like, even with grad school, like, I'm going to have some silly little job on the side, and, like, I'll just be studying and blah, blah, blah. And then I'll get my summer break, and then I'll, like, go on a, like, fun little trip or something. Like, nothing crazy, but it's like, maybe I'll just fly home. But it's like, you can't just do that when you're an adult. Like, you can't just take, like, 3 months off. Literally. And, like, go.
I know.
Hang out with your mom.
Ugh, I know.
So I'm kind of freaking out. Yeah. Like, everything's really real now.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
like,
how I feel.
I really want to go back to school, but I'm like, I just really like I know I'm thinking way ahead, but I'm like, I really just don't want to be in school for 2 years and then just get a job. And it's like, you got to pay off your loans, so it's like, you got to. Yeah, but it's like, shoot, I don't want to.
I know.
And then it's like, that job, like, the school has really good job placement, so then I'm like, they're gonna help me find a job of what I'm studying, but then it's like, then I just do that forever. Yeah. Like, at age 23?
Nah, people be bouncing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't just, like, go straight from college. Like, I know, like, one of my roommates is doing that. Like, she's just going straight from, she's graduating, and she just, like, has a job that's, like, one of her, like, obviously room for growth, and, like, maybe she'll transfer companies, but it's, like, she's just moving to do what she wants to do right now. Yeah. And I'm like,
no, yeah. Yeah. I'm not down.
I just want to be a girly a little longer.
Literally.
I just want to, like, make podcasts in my room, in my bed.
Literally.
Guys, what the heck?
I just want to hobby forever. Hobby and lounge.
I know. And it's like, I'm getting to the point where I am, like, this is kind of my hyperfixation, but it's like, I'm getting to the point where I am, like, bored of just doing hobbies, but now I'm just getting super into my hobbies. Like, I'm on YouTube, like, being like film classes, and I just like watch like a lecture that's like all free. Yeah, because I'm like, I love learning. Like, I want to go back to school really bad.
No, exactly.
But I'm like, I don't want a job though.
No.
I just watched a movie. It's kind of really bad, but I just watched like this rom-com. It's called like 5-Year Engagement. Oh. And the girl is like a research assistant. Like, that's her job.
I feel like I'd be down to do that.
And then she,
but that's only because like it changes so often. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Because she like went to school. She was like, I went to school for 8 years, and then she like was a research assistant. Because I feel like this was, because it's kind of older. Because now, most of the time, the people with those jobs are in school. Yeah. She's not in school. So I'm like, I think that must have been how it used to be. Yeah. But whatever. So she research assistant, and then she was like, academia is my life. And then it's like, she wants to become a professor. So it's like, she's never left college. And I'm like, honestly, it could be done.
No, literally.
Could be done and never leave.
Literally.
Stay in.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I think, like how you were saying your roommate, like, that's her plan. Like, you're just not that type of person.
That's true.
And she, I don't think, would be the type of person to want to stay in school forever.
That's true.
Like, I just think, like, I don't know, there's, like, types of people for, like, different jobs, obviously. Yeah. And, like, you're just not meant for, like, that 9 to 5, like 10-year
So
401k
scary.
like life, and that's okay.
Yeah, I just remember also,
I don't think
like,
anyone is. Like,
true,
capitalism
I
made
don't
that
either.
up.
I know.
Like,
I think it's really stupid. It's like those memes that are like, capitalism saw this and like decided to make like a factory.
No, literally. Like, yeah.
And it's like a beautiful scene. Like, it's a national park.
Because, like, in Europe, like in Italy and Spain, like, don't, like, for siesta, like, they shut down for a couple hours. Like, in America, imagine that, a business shutting down from, like,
even
noon
like
to,
I
like,
talked about
3.
last week that I was watching Succession, and it's like literally their dad is like dying in the hospital, and like the whole like company team like shows up, and they're like, we have 4 hours to plan, and it's like, he's not even dead. Like, what do you mean we have to plan? Like,
exactly.
And then they're like, we have to appoint a CEO, and I was like sitting there like, this is ridiculous. And then the girl was like, we do not have to be doing this right now. And she was like, yeah, we do. And I was like, they kind of do. But I was like, but this is stupid.
But exactly, like, you shouldn't have to.
No, they should just be like, F you. Like, my dad's in the hospital. I don't care what's going on with the business.
Literally.
And it's like, also, like, $1 billion corporation, like, what, they're gonna lose out on like $100,000 in one day? They'll be
like,
fine.
does that really matter?
Right?
Yeah,
and like one day off, they'll be fine, right? I don't know how business works.
I don't either.
I don't want.
I'm not business major.
I don't want to know.
God,
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Nobody comment.
I want to live in ignorance.
Yeah, please just let me be a little artsy girl.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's just stressing me out. But yeah, also like one of my professors told me one time, he was like talking about, because it was like a sociology class, and they were talking about the way that like people who grow up with like college, so it's like both my parents went to college, so it's like that was just like your mindset,
truth,
like what you're gonna do, like you're not like, am I gonna college, like you're gonna go to college. And then it's like both my parents have like PhDs, so it's like I'm gonna go to college forever.
No,
so then it's like that's just kind of the mindset. And he was talking about like a kid who like their parents are professors, and it's like you just become in this own bubble, and then you're really tapped into like this other stuff that you don't even know what's going on in the world. And then I was like, that kind of also freaks me out.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to get too into like...
Where you're like out of touch.
Yeah, that I'm like out of touch because I'm just like so into like studying.
I knew a girl that was out of touch because she was too into it.
Right? Because it's like, it's both ways. Like I get mad when people kind of don't know what's going on. And it's like, guys, I literally go to school every single day and I study like the world politics, like what's going on right now. And it's really aggravating me that like you guys have no idea.
True.
But then it's like, it would also be ridiculous to like not even know like your own life, like your own community, your own anything, because you're just like so sucked into like the history and like whatever and the trajectory and all this. Like that's also gross.
Yes.
So it's like,
I agree. Can't win in this world.
I know. I don't know how people just grow up and want a job and then do it.
I don't know. They're different. They don't have that curiosity you have. You are just a really curious person.
I just want to do everything.
Yeah.
Don't make me choose. Like I just want to like go travel around and come back, write a little song, make a podcast.
You could do that. Yeah.
Maybe. I feel like when I'm older, when I'm like 25, then I'll be down. Not even 25, maybe like 30. Then I'll be down to like actually work. Yeah. I think like peer pressure too of like everyone doing it. I'll be like, I want work. I want something to do it.
Like, oh, you're going to bounce around.
Right. I agree. Yeah. It's definitely not something to worry about, but obviously you can't just tell yourself not worry.
No, exactly.
Because you will. Like,
yeah.
I hate when
it's
people
inevitable.
Say that. Like, don't be stressed.
Baby, if I couldn't, don't you think I would? Like,
literally.
If I could stop, don't you think I would?
Yeah. Okay, that was a really long crash out, but your turn.
My crash out was just basically that I'm sick. And also, I'm just like the whole like thing about graduating. It's like I'm really excited to graduate because I'm over school. But I'm also like really sad about graduating. And I don't know. I just like, yeah. I feel
like I also am kind of crashing out about that because I had nothing for so long and like blessed because I did take like quarters off. Like I just am not in school, but like now it's really stressing me out because it's like now I have a bunch of stuff. Yeah. It's like and it's like they're relatively fun, but it's like little end of the year things. Like, and it's just like things in my calendar and it's stressing me out and like meetings for grad school and like all this stuff. Yeah. It's like,
Also, guys, let me know in the comments down below. Should I have a joint dinner with Ty's family? I'm like, I know you were saying yes. I still have my I don't know, just whatever.
Wait, when? Like on graduation? Or like for a grad party type thing?
Like just like a dinner, grad dinner between our families. I just feel okay, my qualms with this are one, big group dinners at a restaurant the group is always annoying. And like
That's true.
Like no, like every time I've ever done it, like I felt so bad for the server because I'm like, we're so annoying.
I agree.
It's also just like not amicable because the table's so long.
I was gonna say, also don't
like,
think you even like converse with each other.
Yeah,
it's like you kind of just stay in your bubble.
Exactly.
That's what always like made me upset when you'd go to like a birthday party.
Yes.
And it's like you just go and sit with your friend, and then like the other half of the party looked like they were having more fun.
Yeah.
And you're like, I should have sat down there.
Exactly.
Like I'm jealous.
No,
like
literally.
the cool kids are down there.
Yeah.
And I'm with the losers.
Literally. My second qualm is that, I don't know, like language barrier. I just feel like my parents' English isn't like that good.
Talking all at once too.
Yeah.
Might be overwhelming.
Yeah. And then third qualm is that like I just already know I'm gonna be like annoyed because it's like graduation and things are gonna be like hectic and like I don't know, like your family pushes your buttons. Like I just know I'm already gonna be annoyed, and then like to be annoyed and then to have to like be at this, I think would like be really bad, and I don't want to like have a bad time. But then also like I do think like I think like it's a cute and grand idea. Like I think it's cute. Yeah.
Have your parents met Ty?
Yeah, but like in passing, you know what I
like
mean?
not for real.
Yeah. And then I also think like when else are our parents gonna meet like at our wedding? Like that's weird.
I think it makes sense. I'm pro this.
I know you're pro this. I'm just still very like I don't know. Like I just feel like it's gonna be bad.
It makes sense. It's like when people are stressed about their birthdays because it's like it's all your people, so it's like you don't want like people to like you feel like you have to entertain everything.
Exactly.
And it's like you don't. Yeah. Because everyone's adults, so they should be able to do it.
Like Ty's parents are very like whatever. Like they're very understanding. Like if I said no, they wouldn't be mad. If I did it and they had a bad time, they wouldn't be mad. Like I just think I'm like too in my head about this. And I just need to chill.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
It seems like a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I get it. I had like a really weird grad dinner for my high school because my dad was there and my parents are divorced.
Yeah, see, like
it was like kind of weird. But
yeah, we'll see. But also, I think he's like going to my graduation. Like the ceremony and like sitting with them. So I'm also like scared for King. I'm like, ooh. I told my sister, I was like, you have to be his little buddy. Like
they're so short. Like when I went to graduation, it was not long.
Oh really?
Yeah. Okay. Because I feel like we didn't like I sat with Isabel's parents and I just like, we didn't really talk.
Okay, yeah.
Like it was chill. It was chill vibes. I remember it being over so fast.
Okay, period.
Yeah. Okay, we can move on to hyperfixation. So let's hear more.
No, that was
okay. We'll get off of our sad note. Sorry for being downers.
Yeah,
but hyperfixation time. My number one hyperfixation right now is Somber because I love him. He's so fun. And obviously, once you like get obsessed with something, like TikTok knows. But basically, I'll give you guys my trajectory of finding Somber. So I already had songs liked, which I didn't know, but obviously like Back to Friends or Undressed. One of them super trending.
I think
and it would always get stuck in my head because I would always see it on TikTok over and over and over again. And I always liked the videos because the videos were cute.
Yeah.
So I was liking the videos and I'd see them over and over and over and over again. And I was like, wait, I want to listen to this whole song. And then I went and I listened to the whole song. And I was like, oh, he also sings that other song that's trending on TikTok. And then I already had like older ones liked. And I was like, wait, this guy makes good music. So then I put them on like a playlist that's pretty short. So like I hear him a lot. And then I go to my TikTok and now it's like I'm just seeing like interviews of him, like edits of him, clips from his concert. And also
him
like
and Martin.
him and Martin. And I feel like that was part of it too, seeing the TikTok with Martin. Because I was like, who is this? And then I was like, oh, it's the guy that sings that song.
Yes.
But anyways, like literally like Somber, I'm on to you. If you see this, I'm on to you because I know all your fan accounts are fake.
Yeah.
Let me
and
block
like,
your
if he's friends with Martin, like, ooh, I know Hamza was like, do this. It works.
It's the same account. Every time I see it, it's the same account. And it's called like Somber Fans. And there's one more that's like Somber Edits or something. And it's the same angle every single time. It's the same clip of the song, but it's like different times he's performing it.
Yeah.
It's like the same. It's just like the line of the chorus over and over and over again. The same kind of clip. It'll just say something similar. And then on his Instagram, I followed him on Instagram. like literally a week ago, and so now all his old posts pull up, and all the reels are those. It's like, I know these accounts are you. I'm on to you, little boy. I'm on to you. But yeah, he freaks me out because why is he like literally like over 6 feet tall and like is 19?
I mean,
like I know 19-year-olds are fully grown, but it's like when I saw that video with Martin, like it really confused me.
He does just have like such
like giant
face.
Yeah, like I was like, he's little boy. Like I'm obsessed with him in the way where it's like he's just funny and he's all over my TikTok.
Yeah,
but like he's just such a little boy.
Yeah,
like it's honestly hilarious. Like I think like the clips are really funny, and I love when like celebrities are relatable.
Yeah,
when they're silly and goofy.
I agree.
Normalize that. And then I'm also just obsessed with New York because I'm about to move there. And literally, it's like all my dreams take place in New York. It's really weird.
Oh,
I think about it a lot. And I watch like a lot of TV shows in New York, like Successions in New York.
Oh, yeah,
like, all my favorite things are like taking place there.
I love
and I always
that.
clock them too because it's always sunny. And I'm like, it's like never sunny in New York. Like, shut up.
True.
And then I kind of said this already, but I'm really obsessed with learning stuff. Like today, I just like made a list of things I want to study.
Yes. No, why are you mean?
Because I was like, even if it's just like for free on like YouTube, because YouTube has really good lectures, guys, and like books and stuff. Like, like I might just like that's how I learned most of what I've learned from guitar was just from YouTube, which is like normal.
That's how I learned how to crochet.
But it's like I used to just look up because on my school account, my YouTube was always like related to my major because the only thing I ever watched on YouTube was like things they gave me.
I see.
So then when I clicked on the homepage, it was like a bunch of other stuff, and I was like, okay. And I used to just watch like academic media. I'm such a little nerd.
I love that.
Or like freaking John Green's like Crash Course.
Yes, Crash Course is actually so helpful. I
watch them, and I'm not even like I don't need that. Like I'm not in school.
I just like for history when I just am like I feel like I know nothing about the Cold War.
Yeah.
Let me watch a Crash Course. And
I agree. It's like we're talking about something related, and then I'm like, I need like a briefing. I need a time period. I need like some tea, and then I'll get the
because it's like I don't want to know like everything that there is to know about it.
Because it's like that's not what we're studying.
Exactly. I just want to like context like in my mind like right.
I did that a lot when I was taking like Gen and Sex because it was like of history. So it's like they would like talk about something, and then I was like, I kind of don't really know what was going on in that time period. And obviously I actually cared about the class, so I would be like, what was going on in this time period?
I agree.
Like, watch some freaking Crash Course. And it was fun.
Dang.
Great time. And I'm back on that.
I love that.
My academic brain is back.
Yeah, she's no getting ready for school.
I am. I know. I'm going to be insufferable this summer.
It's happening like so soon, which is kind of crazy just because I forget like, well, no, actually you go in September, right?
I'm moving in August.
Okay, yeah, because in my mind I was like August.
But yeah, school starts the last week of August is orientation, I think. So it's like the first week of September.
Oh my god.
I know. So I have to get like an August lease.
Damn.
I know.
Dang.
I know. I know. I was thinking about like not our last podcast because it's Pretty and Petty forever, but like our last in person podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're just gonna be crying, I think.
No, I agree.
We'll make like an edit that's like all our best moments.
That's what I hate about myself is because like I think I'm gonna cry at graduation, which is like so corny because like okay duh, like there's reasons for me to cry, but it's also like everyone's going through this and no one's crying. Like nobody's sad that it's ending, everyone's happy that it happened, but I can never, like I'm always sad that things end. I'm never happy that they happened.
I think I cry in both ways. Like it's like I'm so happy it's over, like relief tears, but then also like sadness. Like I remember being so done with high school and I cried at graduation.
I cried at like fucking 8th grade promotion.
Oh yeah, we
like,
both did.
Yeah.
And we were going to the same school.
No, literally.
And we were like so emo.
Like, I don't know. I'm just like.
And I hated middle school.
I just can't let go of things, guys. Like, I really can't. I'm telling you.
We're very nostalgic people.
Yeah.
We like to reminisce.
Yeah.
So it feels sad. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to like feel both at the same time.
Yeah. Because I am excited for what's to come. But it's just like. I don't know, like, I do think, like, I just started getting the hang of Irvine.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, I just started feeling like this is home, and then it's like, oop, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But I'm kind of over this place being my home. Orange County is, like, not my space.
I think that's fair. But shout out Orange County for healing my internalized racism.
Hey.
Because, oh my gosh, yeah. Love. Also, shout out AAPI month. Shout out to all my Asian
let's
baddies out there. Yeah.
Fire.
Is that all your hyperfixations?
Yes.
Okay. My first one, or I guess I only have two, but the main one is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I've never seen any Real Housewives. Like,
yeah. This is like the first one I'm watching. I do plan on watching the other ones because I've heard New York is crazy and Atlanta's crazy.
I didn't know New York existed. That's kind of lit.
They call it Roni.
Wait, this is kind of lit.
Yeah, but I'm watching the Beverly
only knew
Hills
of Beverly
one
Hills in
because
Miami.
Lisa Vanderpump is in it, and Vanderpump Rules, and that's the whole reason.
On that.
Yes,
I just forgot.
Yeah, but what I wanted to talk about though, okay. Also, since I've been sick, I was like binging it.
That's the best part of being sick because you don't feel guilty.
No, literally,
you're like, I'm sick.
Yeah, but I just finished season 2, and one of the women on the show, Taylor, she was like in an abusive like relationship with her husband. And I like kind of knew about this before because I saw like a TikTok, but I didn't know which one was getting abused. And then like it's crazy because in some like shots, like it's like 2000s and they're middle-aged white women, so obviously they have like side parts, but like her hair is like she'll have it like in her face like this to like cover her like eye, and it's like I could still see it. And then it's what was crazier to me was like, well, okay, also I know that like because she was talking to her friend while this was happening, and then her friend was just like acting like nothing was wrong. But I'm also like, I'm sure Miss Girl didn't want her like tea.
It's
like,
crazy that like this was going on TV. Yeah.
Yeah. And then okay, but what pissed me off was like finally it was like breaking point. They were like at a tea party, Lisa Vanderpump's tea party, and then Camille goes like they're like Taylor was like crashing out. Duh, she's getting abused. She's in like an abusive relationship. And then these women are like, we find they were basically victim blaming because they were being like, you're telling us that he hits you, that he breaks your jaw, that he like throws you in the bath, but you don't show any signs of physical abuse, but you keep going back to him, but you want us to like him. And I'm like, guys, it's because she's in a toxic relationship. Like obviously
that's what everyone does.
Like it's so normal to go back to the relationship. And also like they have like a daughter together. Like of course she's gonna and like ask if hello like she's like it's like a sickness, you know what I mean? Like and then it's like they were all just being like that, and then I was just like, this is so crazy. And it's also crazy because like when she said that was the first like time that like abuse was ever like actually like mentioned, because before she would just be like, me and Russell's marriage is like really toxic, or like we're having marital issues. But this was the first time that they were like, well, he hits you.
You know, like last week when maybe it wasn't last week, a few weeks ago, you were saying like reality TV shows like what was with the times. Yeah, I feel like this really shows because now, even if they were sucky people and they didn't believe it, they like would be so scared of getting canceled for victim blaming that even if in their head they were like, this isn't true, they would be like, this is on TV, I have to pretend.
That's why, and
they would like be so woke.
Exactly.
And they'd be like, I'm here. Like they would be using like those lines. And it's like, obviously be nice to people. I'm not saying don't do this, but it's like, I think,
but it's just like they were doing it like that is performative. This is like real, and that's why I'm saying they don't make reality TV like they used to anymore. Yeah,
because people also they know when they sign up for reality TV, they like know there's a good chance for, like, they can be famous.
Exactly,
like Love Island and stuff. I feel like Love Island, it's over now. Yeah. Like I don't think Love Island can ever be good again. Yeah. Because now like everyone is only clout chasing. Exactly. Like I think a lot of those people were actually like normal. Yeah. And that's why it was so good. Yeah. But now it's so over party.
No, literally.
It can never be good again.
It's like crazy because also like the amount of like slut shaming that happens on the show. It is just crazy. But like the whole abuse
they'd
thing,
be so scared.
I was just like, it's and like okay, at the like end, like the finale, she was like apologizing to them because she did have moments where she was like crashing out, and then like Lisa and Kyle were like, you don't have to apologize. But then like this one woman was like, no, but actually she does. And I'm just like, I understand that like she did like I mean, like, you know, she yelled, she said like mean things, but it's also like you have to understand, like, she was trying not to die.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like, obviously she was defending her husband and like going with him because she didn't want him to like kill her. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I just don't get how they don't get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But also like, I grew up in a different time.
Like, yeah, we grew up in a different time. It also like goes of like every problem I ever talk about, I'm like, because obviously I have once again privilege of like having very first world problems.
Yeah.
But it's like every problem I talk about, I'm like, they just need more media like this.
Yeah.
Because they just need media to tell people. Like, it's the same as this. It's like people weren't talking about that. Like, that was all taboo and like wasn't shown in media.
Yeah.
And then it was shown in media. And now people are so much better. And it's like, that's going to just keep happening. I feel like it's like, I talk about this all the time. My biggest quorum is like queer media.
Yeah.
And I'm like, people don't portray it accurately, or if they do, it's like they're only telling like the same stories over and over again that it's like a lot of people don't resonate with, and it's like it's still important and it's still lit and we still love those stories,
but it's like we got enough of
but
that.
It's like I want things that like I'm like me, like me core, because like it just makes everyone a better person. I feel like when you grow up watching that,
I agree. When you're just
because you just know it's normal. Like when you grow up and you're like, oh, this character has two dads. Like okay, like some people just have two dads, I guess. Yeah. But it's like if you just never see that and you live in like an ignorant town, then you'll never know.
No, exactly.
It's like the same thing. Yeah, makes me mad.
Yeah. My other hyperfixation right now is just Vietnam in general.
Yes.
Yeah, because like in my class we're reading
my Vietnamese iced coffee.
We're reading a book. It's the book that I borrowed from you, When Heaven and Earth Changed Place. It's really good. You guys should read it because
I never finished it.
Okay, this is like mini Crash Out 2, Crash Out X hyperfixation, because like, okay, obviously the Vietnam War, we all know America's like intervention with that. Like the whole war was just so unnecessary, and like
forever I could talk about America's perspective and how like all of us only know America's perspective. Like exactly. Oh, I could go on forever and ever and ever about how mad that makes me.
Is like so important because okay, not only is it showing the Vietnamese like perspective, it's showing like a Vietnamese peasant's perspective, and like that's so important. And it's also like
no one talks about it. Like literally, it took us until college to know about this media and to even question it. Like I was going through my whole high school, like not even questioning like why do we only hear U.S. side? Because why would I even think that? Because no one's conditioning me. And then I go to college and they're like, all your history books are written by white men, and I'm like, well, I didn't think about that.
No.
Like, you guys, like, why didn't anyone tell me?
Literally. Like, I, like, have people in my family who, like, fought during the war, who were prisoners of war. And, like, I don't know, like, I just never really questioned it, didn't really care. But it's, like, now I'm just, like, whoa. And also, like, the rant part is just that, like, I want to, like, know a lot more about, like, you know, obviously this, but, like, other things too. But it's, like, I don't have the resources because I went to Barnes & Noble the other day trying to find like history books from like the other perspective or just like, you know, just like books like that. And it's like, I genuinely couldn't.
I know, it's really
like,
hard.
Yeah. And it's also like, that's why I'm sad to graduate because like,
that's why I should go to grad school.
Like, yeah, like if I didn't have these professors, like I would have never known.
Exactly.
Like I never would have known about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I complained about school and like being overworked, it's like I fully like I was never complaining about my classes that I actually want to take.
Exactly.
Because I loved them. Yeah. And it's like it's the same thing of like all these like that's what I miss a lot too. It's like if I was interested in something one quarter, I just took a class on it.
Yeah.
And now it's like I can't do that right now and it's making me really sad.
Yeah.
Because I'm like right now, if I was still in school, I'd be taking journalism because I'm super into that right now. That's my new hyperfixation.
Literally.
I just get really obsessed with little things and then I want to learn about it. Like literally in college all the time, I was just taking little science classes because I wanted to. Like all the time.
Yeah.
And it was like also a GE. So I was like double whammy.
Yeah.
But it was like, I'm super into climate change right now. I'm going to take the climate change class. And like for no reason other than I wanted to.
Yeah. But yeah, we watched like the film adaptation of it today. And
Ooh,
like,
I didn't know there was a movie.
I mean, it's like, ooh, it's definitely problematic. Okay, that's also another crash out of mine is like, why can't things be perfect? But obviously, like, they can't. But it's like, even though it like criticized America and like was important to like put that out there, it was still very much like Oriental. Like
is it Hollywood produced?
Yeah. But the guy, like, he fought during the war.
Yeah.
So he kind of like had that perspective. And like it does criticize like American GIs and like the like
it's like I think he probably still tried to make it palatable.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
So it's like it couldn't just be so accurate.
Yeah, but it's just like I just wish like people who were rich would just throw that idea out of their head and just make what is like right.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Because I feel that way about myself sometimes. Sometimes I'm posting stuff or like watering down my opinions. And it's like, literally, why am I watering down my opinions for like our 44 subscribed podcast?
Literally.
Like, I don't need to be doing that.
Yeah.
Because it's like we're all so scared all the time of like being canceled. And it's like, I rather like be canceled for my truth.
True. But yeah, it just makes me mad that like there's so much like inaccurate information out there and we treat it as truth, and it's like it's not really anyone's fault because it's like we've been taught this since like elementary school. Like it's been ingrained in your mind like that's the truth.
I know.
And it's really hard to like unlearn. But it's like in Vietnam's war class how we learned how Vietnam should actually be spelled like Viet.
I know, and I always do that now out of habit
exactly.
because we wrote so many papers for that class, so I'd always do it, and I do it still out of habit. I just put the space, and it autocorrects.
Yes,
it autocorrects to not putting the space, and I'm
also,
like sorry,
on maps,
like, I genuinely have it. I'm not trying to be pretentious. Yeah. I feel that way. This is kind of off topic, but I feel that way about like all of the countries, and I feel like I've talked to you about this before, and I don't know if we said it on the pod, but it's like if things are just pronounced or like spelled their way, why do we change it?
I agree. That's what I was gonna say with like
it's
last
like very
names,
weird
because it's like why do I pronounce my own last name wrong?
Yeah,
like why am I like walking around
or
telling
people also like having like their American names. It's like annoying.
Yeah,
like we should just
we should have to learn your name. Exactly. Like yeah, that should,
because I'm always like clocking myself. I'm always like, I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at pronouncing stuff, and it's like because I never had to. Because I went to like a white
It's
school.
like like why do they have
like,
to come up with a nickname?
Yeah, like no. I should just have to learn your name. Exactly. You should have to keep correcting me until I finally get it.
Yes,
because
and people should just learn to pronounce my last name. Like yes, but yeah. I don't know. Wishful thinking.
I know. Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
This pillow's making my back sweaty.
No, I'm
it's
so
fuzzy.
sweaty. Like, I need to take another shower.
Ooh. I know. I took a shower before you got here. I was going to wash my hair. Ooh, I was going to tell you guys, if you're looking for a dry shampoo, Tana Mojo's is so good.
Oh.
I got it and it's so good. It's Tana x Jeff Barbershop collab.
Okay, yes. I was going to ask.
And not to like plug her because I'm sure she's fine and like makes plenty of money, but it's like, I don't use aerosol dry shampoos like ever because I'm an environmentalist. Yeah. But I literally just caved and I got one because mine like are just straight up not working. And I think for some hairstyles, I just need it. Like, you know, like I just need a spray. Like if I'm gonna like do my big one and go out, I'll use a spray every now and then. Okay. Yeah. But I don't support aerosols. Sorry. But anyways, I'm using it and it's so good.
I love that.
Because I was gonna wash my hair and then I was like, I don't need to. It's not that bad. And I was like, oh my God, I'll use my new dry shampoo.
Yes.
And it's so good. It doesn't even make your hair white.
Oh, period.
And it smells delicious.
Ooh.
Some girl was like, it smells like sex. And then I told Alana that and she was like, it does.
Interesting. See, I wish I could smell right now so I could confirm.
Yeah, I'll tell you. We can spray it and you can decide.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this is all for our pod. We're really hot and bothered.
No, literally, I'm like, can we stop so I can wash my face?
That's so valid.
Yeah.
I also have to move my car. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all. Thanks for watching either on TikTok or YouTube. Bye. See you next week.